More than 500 feet wide, this is the king of wide screens. And it was overwhelming for the people who were there on opening night. U2 were the band who got to debut it, and watching on the screens we're watching on right now, well, we'll have to use our imaginations. The band don't know.
We measure the screen in acres. It's over 2 acres of a screen, wow. Right? And totally wrap around, so you really can be translocated.
The Sphere is the latest attraction in Las Vegas and will host all sorts of events. Even the outside is a big screen. It obviously requires a fair bit of power, but U2 have pledged to offset the carbon emissions. The rising sea level here is purely illusory.
One of the things that's really interesting about this building is because it's spherical, there are no corners. And corners are what help you define space. And so if you mess with that, we can really take people into some interesting places.
It had to be U2, really. They've been trailblazers in concert visuals, and they also have a long association with Vegas and the desert. So will the Sphere multiply? Well, there's already an application for one next to the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park in London, but there is local opposition too. As you can see, it's not exactly low-key. The man in charge of the LEDs told 5 News that the power bill is not out of this world.
Obviously, LEDs themselves are highly efficient these days, but I mean, you are adding technology that does consume a certain level of energy. But I think what people are not really fully understanding is that anything that you do in life will consume and create some sort of carbon footprint. You just have to be conscious about how you utilize it. It's really not as bad as I think that people think.
Seeing is believing, and it's fair to say the first people who saw a show at the Sphere were bowled over. Simon Vigar, 5 News.